Hey guys, Bert the Stormtrooper coming at you from the mobile command studio for a brand new edition of Nerd Rage. And it's been a while since I did one of these, so I just kind of wanted to check in and, some new things are happening. So I got a new phone. So finally, I got a new phone, which means the black spots on the videos are going away finally. I've been getting so many comments still for, I don't know, it's been like a year now, something like that. I've been getting comments, hey, your lens is dirty. And it's not, the lens was not dirty. I dropped my phone a while ago. I dropped my phone and then I just had some dead pixels, which only got worse. Like at first it was only like one or two small black spots that only I noticed, and they just seemed to kind of grow. I don't know, I guess maybe every time I dropped the phone it got worse, I don't know. But yeah, so I kept getting more and more comments about it. So fortunately that's gonna go away. So I'm testing out the phone now, so I'm testing the front camera now, and then I've got some new stuff coming in. I'll be testing with the rear camera here pretty soon. So I am looking forward to that. Speaking of testing the rear camera, I've got some new stuff. I found a new Prime in the most unlikely of places at a dollar store. I actually found a brand new official Hasbro release Prime. I did find it at the dollar store, and it's about as bad as you expect it to be. So we'll be seeing that one soon. And I've got some stuff on order. I found some stuff online that I've been kind of waiting on. So I finally pulled the trigger on that stuff. So some new Prime reviews are coming through, hopefully pretty soon. So there's that coming, so look forward to that. And what else? Man, yesterday I got the funniest story yesterday. So I'm coming home after work, and I'm almost to my house. I'm literally like 3 or 4 houses down, and there are 2 dogs walking down the street, and they're walking right down the middle of the street. And so I'm slowing down because they're walking right at me, and they're not moving. And I keep slowing down, and they keep coming right at me. And finally, I just ended up stopping the car because they walked right up to the front of the car, right? And I'm looking at these dogs. I don't recognize these dogs. I don't know where they come from. And I'm going, oh, what the heck's going on, right? So I opened the door, and right away, one of them, he was sort of a big dog, but he was a mixed dog, so I don't really know what he was. He had a collar, and he just kind of, as soon as I opened the door, he kind of went away. The other dog was a female pit bull, and she just came right up to me, just kind of nuzzled up on me, just kind of came right up on me. Super sweet dog. So, but she didn't have a collar. So I get out of the car, and I start calling to the dog, hey, come on, come here. The dog with the collar takes off running. So I'm like, okay, I need to know where you're from so I can call whoever's on your collar, let them know you're out. I don't recognize these dogs. So I keep calling to the dog. And every time I call the dog would run further. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. And in the let's go, the pit bull just jumps in the car. And I'm like, I just kind of looked to the side, and the pit bull's just sitting in my seat, and I'm like, okay, I gotta get a picture of this. So I pulled out my phone and snapped the picture. And I'm like, okay, I guess we're going for a ride, right? So dog's in here with me, and I get in the car and I start driving, and the other dog is gone, disappears, gone. So I go down the street and I start knocking on the doors of the neighbors who have dogs that get out, semi-frequently get out. And I start knocking on their doors. Hey, this your dog? No. You know who the dog might belong to? No. Okay. Then I go to the neighbor that I know has pit bulls and big dogs. They don't know the dog. They don't know who the dog belongs to. So then I start driving around, and I don't know everybody in the neighborhood, but my wife and I go for walks, and I used to jog around the neighborhood, so I kind of know the houses that have big dogs. So I start knocking on the doors of the houses that have big dogs. And it's not their dog, but try this other house. And I go try the other house. It's not their dog, try the other house. On and on and on. This goes on for 2.5 hours. And this puppy, she is just sitting right here next to me, being sweet as can be. I have to have my hand on her, petting her as I'm driving around. And anytime I put my hand down, she'd put her head down under my hand, nuzzle in there, and make me continue petting her. So she was just a sweet, sweet little baby of a giant pit bull. So about 2.5 hours go by of this. And finally, like, I gotta go gas up. Like, my gas light came on right as I pulled into my neighborhood. So I knew that this morning I was gonna have to go gas up. But now I've been driving around for 2.5 hours with the dog, looking for this dog's owner. So now I gotta gas up. I got no choice. So I leave the neighborhood. The dog's in the car with me. Go down to the gas station. I'm gassing up the car. Dog's just hanging out, head out the window, being super cool. And then on my way back, I'm on the phone with my wife, and we're talking about this. We're like, we don't, what are we gonna do? We're not gonna put this dog out in the street. So we gotta bring her home. We're just gonna bring her home with us. Figure out how we're gonna introduce her to our 2 dogs. We have 2 little ankle biters, so we gotta figure out how we're gonna handle that. Bring this dog home for a night or 2, or until we start seeing posters. I signed up on Facebook. There's a lost pet page for my neighborhood, for my area that I live in. So I joined the Facebook page, and I'm waiting for approval so I can start posting pictures of the dog. And we're like, in a couple of days, we'll figure out who the dog belongs to. So we're already having this conversation as I'm on my way home from the gas station. Turns out it was a good thing that I went to the gas station, because I ended up leaving the neighborhood and coming back down a street that I don't normally drive. And that's when I see this woman walking down the street. And I've been flagging cars down and people, and like, everybody thinks I'm crazy. But I see this woman walking down the street by herself in an area that's not usually walked. So I stop the car, and I ask her if she's looking for a dog. And she goes, no, but I know who is. I know somebody who lost 2 dogs today. And I go, bingo. So she tells me she's actually currently chasing 1 dog. Do I have the pit bull? She's like, which dog do you have? And I only said the pit bull. And immediately she goes, is it a female? Is it gray? And is she pregnant, or look like she's been pregnant? Right away. Okay, she just described this dog to a T. She knows this dog. So she's like, okay, I'm following the other dog. Just follow me. So she's walking on the street. I'm driving behind her. Finally, the other dog takes off again, disappears. So she turns around, she gets in the car with me, and she just directs me to the house where we're going to. So we get to the house, and the house, there's the other dog. And the other dog's just sitting there chilling, and the people would call in, and the dog would come to them. And so finally, we figured out where the dog came from. And I was able to deliver the dog, which kind of made me sad, because I kind of gotten attached to the dog in such a short time, but I got attached to the dog. But yeah, so about 2.5 hours I drove around with this strange pit bull in my car yesterday. But it was cool. It was fun. It was really fun. I got some cool pictures out of it too. So there it is. I didn't do anything yesterday. I actually was hoping to go home and film, shoot a review yesterday, but instead that's what I did. So I wanted to try out the new camera, and I tried it on some strange dog that jumped in my car. So yeah. So that's it, really. I'm not really mad or raging about anything. I just kind of wanted to try out the new phone and do a nerd rage, because I haven't done one in a while, and I felt I had a good excuse to do one. So I think that's going to do it for now. This one's, running up on 10 minutes, so we'll cut it off there, keep it kind of short. So as always, guys, make sure that you let me know if there's something specific you want me to review. Let me know. Leave me a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe, share with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time.